Joining me first, Linnea Jones, Deputy Chief Information Officer of the Intelligence Community at the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, Cynthia Mendoza, Director of their Architecture and Integration Division, and David Young, Senior Vice President of Strategic Government at CenturyLink. Thanks all very much for joining me. Linnea, let's start with you. Tell me what your IT modernization agenda is right now in OCIO at ODNI.
Sure. So with the Intelligence Community Chief Information Office, what we do is we provide the framework, the architecture, the standards, and really a vision overall for the intelligence community agencies. There's 17 agencies and they vary greatly as far as size, scope, mission. And so one of our goals is to ensure that they're working together, the solutions are interoperable, that we're looking at enabling mission first and foremost, and to continue being successful in our operations.
Now, without getting into individual organizations, among those 17, how does the differing missions of each of those organizations affect the architecture they need, the infrastructure they need, and what they bring to you problem set wise?
Sure. So within the agencies, of course, due to their nature, they specialize in different types of intelligence. So ranging from signals intelligence to human intelligence to geospatial intelligence, and it varies, right? So all space intelligence or all source intelligence. And so with that being the case, they have areas that they focus on, but it's about sharing data and information and working together. We want to be interoperable. We want to have solutions that we enable each other to be successful. On top of that, we are sharing with some of the other department agencies, if you would. So, for instance, in Department of Homeland Security or the Treasury Department, they also have IC organizations or organizations that focus on the more classified domains. And so we're working together. And of course, first and foremost, we have the services. So all of the services have representatives as well as part of the IC.
Cynthia, how does your role in working on architecture, infrastructure, integration, how does that fit into what Linnea is doing in the broader IT modernization effort?
Yes, so in the broader IT modernization effort, my role is shepherding the community. And what I mean by that is providing the leadership necessary to build trusted partnerships. Building those partnerships in an effort to drive and help us bring together mission outcomes, so guiding behaviors towards mission outcomes in a federated environment. So it's all about changing the culture so that we can meet mission effectiveness, those mission outcomes. So it's looking at the architecture, establishing the left and the right guardrails, looking at minimum standards, profiles, and specifications so that we can drive interoperability, to be able to drive intelligence integration, and of course the most important thing is improving our safeguarding posture. So in EPIC 2 we're looking at balancing the agency mission goals and objectives with the ICIE information environment, knowing that one size fits all is not the answer, but that balance so that we can create a scalable, flexible architecture so we can introduce new technologies so that we can keep up with the changing times. And at the end of the day, it's all about the mission, ensuring that decision makers and mission analysts have the decisions and information they need so that we can keep our country safe.
David, one of the themes that I hear from both of these leaders is interoperability. That, I imagine, is something that you're seeing your customers asking for all across government.
They sure are, Francis. I think I'm in a unique position from industry where I get to deal with every civilian agency, all the DoD and the intelligence community, and everybody has a little bit different story and what they're trying to do around IT modernization. And on top of that, the environment that I live in corporately has gone through pretty significant change over the years too. I work for CenturyLink, who's been an acquirer of other companies, and so we're putting Fortune 500 companies together with very much the same challenges that we see inside the government. Legacy systems from a long time ago, yesteryear, and we have all of the information. It's gaining access to that information that's really driving the change that we're seeing. And what we're doing is we're really working on our operational model and attacking it through that, and then applying technology to the operational model. And so when I think of modernization and what we're doing, it's really about courage and velocity. It's really about being able to make those decisions, drive to a vision, and then do it quickly is really important.
Is the quickly piece the courageous part that you're talking about, to be able to make a decision and get on a path with some sense of speed?
They tie together, right? It's the vision of leaders, like we're meeting today, to cast that vision and then put the plans in place, but then drive those plans with velocity, making sure we're at pace, and not accepting long durations to achieve our goals.
You're both nodding enthusiastically as he's laying out that vision. What did you hear there that makes sense to you, or that runs is similar to what you're doing at ODNI?
Sure. So I would key in on the operational mission success, right? Because it's about getting results. That's what this is all about, putting all the pieces together to make the end product, if you will. And so completely agree, as Cynthia was talking as well, with our IC, Information Technology Enterprise, the eyesight efforts. With that, there's several pillars or areas such as cybersecurity, data, the reference architectures, and all of that needs to work together. We need to bring those separate pieces together from the federated environments, from the multiple types of intelligence, from the backgrounds they experience in order to make a finished product. So absolutely agree, it's about pushing the mission forward.
There's a lot more I would love to cover, but we're out of time. Linnea, Cynthia, and David, thanks all very much for joining me.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.